Hey y'all, welcome back to the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show on WCOBM.TV. I have my co-host here, Casey Jones from Mooch's Munchies.
Casey the Cookie Dude.
Ew, that's right. And I want to thank you guys from Facebook Live. Hey Maria, hey Jennifer, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a good time. How's the shoulders, Maria? You handling it? Yeah. We just got done training with Platinum Physique, so we're a little tired, but we have here Patricia.
Yes.
That's right, and she is from Connor and Millie's Dog Rescue. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So she has here 2 little babies, and we're going to talk all about her animal rescue and how you guys can help be a part of it and join the club.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just a little bit about us. We pull all the senior special need dogs. We also just get dogs that are on the euthanization list and they're no medical, but that's very few and far between. These are good examples. This is Millie. She's a permanent hospice foster. She's got a pretty good heart defect. She also had pyometria, which was a infected uterus. It was probably from backyard breeding, not being taken care of, but she got pretty good surgery. She's doing really well.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's, I think, kind of exceeding all expectations.
Good job, Millie.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then we got Danny. And Danny was just recently pulled about a month and a half ago, and she had a crushed pelvis. They said due to possibly a car hitting her. At 3 pounds.
Does that just kill your heart?
It twists me into a pretzel.
But she's doing great in her unicorn dress.
Yay.
She just needs to be spayed, and that will be... I hope she likes you.
I like you.
Yeah, but these are great examples of the kind of dogs we pull. Just a lot of medical and just a little bit older.
So I got to know the organization from Rick at Bark Gallery. He's a pet photographer, and he said that he has worked with this organization several times in helping just going out and rescuing. Tell us a little bit about when the organization started and how you started working for Connor and Millie's.
So Connor and Millie started, I believe, a few years ago by Linda, and she used to, I believe, foster for another rescue and adopted 2 dogs, Connor and Millie, who stole her heart. Senior Chihuahuas or senior dogs who nobody wanted.
Right.
And I think that's where she started realizing there is a need here in Vegas for a senior dog rescue, because there's a lot of specialty dog rescues, and it's hard to pull seniors just because of the cost.
Yeah. Right.
So she started Connor and Millie's. I came across this organization about a year and a half ago. Just gone through a divorce, needed something to do.
Yep.
This seemed like the right thing instead of a bar.
Perfect.
So I came across with Connor Millie's, started fostering, and I've just fallen in love ever since. I love how we work together. It's all for the dogs.
Yes.
And that's what I love. It's never a question of, well, we can't do that medically because it's too much. We will find the funds. We try.
And that's what we were discussing earlier. You were asking Patricia, you know, especially with elderly dogs and rescuing, the veterinary costs can get so astronomically huge.
Very fast.
Very fast. So in that case, you guys kind of do just what you can, the best you can. And a lot of veterinarians work with you guys too.
Yeah, so we work with 2 animal clinics in town. We work with Legacy Animal Hospital and with Town Center Animal Hospital. So we tend to kind of split between the 2. Just, it does get very costly. They help us. We do get a few discounts, but it's still a lot of money. We get good donations. Our fundraisers seem to help. I think just a lot of... our GoFundMe, we really try. We just had actually recent dog, Mama Dog, where we had to do a GoFundMe for her, and people really step forward, and we really appreciate that.
That's cool. If anyone is interested in helping, how could they do that?
They can do one of 2 things. They can visit us on our Facebook page, Connor and Millie's Dog Rescue, or our website, connorandmilliesdogrescue.org. Send us a private message, email us, whatever, and
so let's talk about being a foster parent. Have you ever thought about being a foster parent?
I already am. In fact, Patricia and I were talking about this before we came in here, and from the rescue that we work with, we have a Chihuahua. And we actually have the Chihuahua and her 3 puppies. But the 3 puppies have been adopted, and now we're just trying to get Neon adopted. We've had her now for 8 months.
And so how does it work to where if you can't get bonded to a dog, and almost in the back of your mind, it's almost like, you got to look for someone.
Well, so
or how does that work?
Well, so I know, I'm speaking for Kelly and I. Hi, Kelly. Who's back at the shop making cookies right now.
Cheese nibs.
Yeah.
How's the heat?
Oh.
I feel you, woman. My heart goes out to you. I'm wearing the shirt just for you.
Yes. So we went into this with a very set mind in terms of what we were going to do. And the mindset had to be, we're going in not to have a foster fail, which is very easy to do when you fall in love with the dog.
Right.
It's to give them a safe place to be, to give them what they need, and to help them find a forever home so you can help another.
Exactly.
Right.
And so that's the mindset we had to go into with it. And we ended up becoming emergency fosters for the mom and Neon and her 3 puppies.
Really?
Because the person who was watching them ended up with cancer. So it was a sudden thing. We got them all, and the same day they needed somebody, and that's our first experience with this fostering, plus our own 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's beautiful. And
Yeah.
so as a foster parent, how long should you keep a dog for, essentially until you get it rehabilitated to find another home?
varies with the dog.
Really?
And not only, I mean,
Yeah.
dogs are just like us in that regard. They have their own personality, they have their own tastes, and their own attitudes. And based on the type of trauma or whatever that got them to the place that they are, is going to determine how long it'll take to rehabilitate them, if you will.
That's a good point. What do you guys think of that? Hey Gordon, how you doing? How's Scotland over there? I saw you lost all that weight. Good job. How's the weather? I know, right? He owns a tourist company. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So go
Take us.
hang out with
Yeah, let's
Gordon in
go. Come on,
Scotland
Gordon,
already.
take us.
I don't know you, Gordon, but let's go.
We'll trade you. You can come here. We'll go there. You'll want to go back.
He
real
can
quick.
watch my dogs.
So I was going to talk about that. When you go out of town, how do you have everyone take care of your elderly babies?
So as far as our rescue, we are really good amongst us fosters to take care of each other's babies. Actually, Danny is how she ended up with me. Is one of the other fosters was going on vacation. I offered to temporarily watch her, and somehow I refused to give her back.
So almost a foster fail, not quite. A foster.
We're still we're still betting on that one. But no, we do help each other out. I luck out. I have my daughter. She's 19 years old, and so she does watch the dogs as well. But yeah, no, we help each other quite a lot.
That's great. And so how many dogs have you fostered?
Gosh, let me think. I think I'm up to about 10 or 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so
Terrific.
you have pictures of all of them and
Oh yeah, I try to
memories
keep,
with all of them, and
I've
I
kept a
have-
few of them.
right.
Now, do you get to keep in contact with some of the people that you've?
That's a good question.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I know we did.
I
That's
love to
cool.
do that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of make that like so like one of my things when I like meet somebody that's gonna adopt my foster dog,
Uh-huh.
it's like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna creep you.
Oh.
Like,
I'm gonna send you Christmas cards.
oh yeah, how's the dog?
I'm gonna creep you. I love
I
it.
am. 'Cause I want to make sure the dog's okay. Because that's one thing I'm sure with your rescue as well is that you, no matter what, say a year from now they decide this dog's not working out,
Right.
I'd rather take that dog back
Right.
Right.
than have them give it
That's a
away
good
to
point.
somebody or put him.
Completely agree
Yeah.
with you.
So that's why we try to keep
That's
in
good.
contact. But yeah, for most foster dogs, I do know how
And
they're
little
doing.
dogs relatively live longer than bigger dogs.
Yes, they do.
Relatively.
Oh,
So
yes.
be it that they're elder, I'm like, yeah, they got a few
Oh,
years
yes.
ahead of them still.
Yes, they do. And they seem to like you.
Well,
How can they not like Casey? I mean, look at Casey.
say that to all the boys?
Yeah,
Stop it.
Their unicorn dresses are just trying to,
They probably just think I'm a spaz. I know.
I've met so many people that I say, what would you do if you had $1 million? And they said, oh, I would have an animal rescue organization. And I think, for a lot of people, they can be foster parents to a lot of
Absolutely.
pets and
Yeah.
kind of reinstill that dream. You don't have to have $1 million.
well,
You
and
could
with
just-
fostering, the
Yeah.
rescue pays for everything.
It does?
Yeah,
Yep.
so
I had
rescues,
no
okay.
idea.
So you're putting zero money into this.
Okay.
The rescue's paying for all vet bills, medication, food. If you
Yep.
need potty pads. For example,
Yep.
what you see on these dogs right now, these beautiful outfits, were donated to me by the doghouse.
Oh,
So I don't even, I mean, look. So the Doghouse Boutique, a local business, amazing people,
That's so
donated all this
cute.
to these dogs. So you really aren't putting that much money if you can't. I put some of my own money into
Yeah.
these dogs. That's my choice. But
Yeah.
if you can't afford to put your own money, you don't have to.
how does someone become a foster parent with Connor and Millie's?
So what they can do is send us what we have on our website is a foster application. They can fill that out, and what we'll do is a home check. We have to make sure that if they're renting, that they are allowed to have dogs, and that they have a secure yard, that it's a safe place for a dog.
Right, right.
Once we have that done, we'll get in contact with them. We have 3 foster coordinators now
Okay.
who will get in contact with them, and we'll give you a dog that you're comfortable with. We're never going to give you a dog that's like super aggressive or
Right.
you know what I mean, if you don't have that experience.
It's going to fit you. It's going to
Yes.
fit where you live.
And your
it's gonna help
experience.
the dog. And
And your own
Yeah.
dogs too, because we also want to make sure your own personal dogs are safe.
That's good.
So yeah.
So Michelle, to your point, and for everybody that's watching, you mentioned $1 million, having $1 million to do a rescue. You don't need $1 million. Just rescue one dog, foster
Absolutely.
one dog, and you make a big difference, one dog at a time.
Yep.
Absolutely. Amen. I feel like $1 million.
That's right.
Amen. Let's start a religion.
Hallelujah. I'm changed. No, but really, I want to talk a little bit how animals change you. I was talking with Maria as we were working out today, like how much pets help us with stress, help us with love, unconditional love. I mean, and I think this is such a great topic that so many people could relate to, of just how they're saviors and how wonderful they are. And again, I think rescuing a pet in itself kind of rescues the parent, the foster parent.
Agreed.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Yes. Little
agreed.
allergies and yes. She's like,
agreed.
"Achoo."
She's like, I'm here to save you.
But again, I think everyone can learn something by giving their love and their time to some animal or I mean, a person volunteering, yes, that's wonderful, but unconditional love to an animal that is elderly, especially. You know, everybody loves the puppies.
Yep.
Everybody wants a puppy, but looking at elderly dogs, it's like you only have so much time and you have to have such more extensive care for them. But in itself, I think that is just something that someone can value and learn inside themselves. What do you guys think? How has pets helped you guys? And I know that's such an in-depth question.
Well, it's what I went to when I started fostering is that I just gotten a divorce. So, I mean,
Right.
you're dealing with a really tough situation.
Right.
And I really think they helped me, you know, because you're sitting there kind of like, what's
What do I
next?
do?
You know, here I am
Right.
in my 30s going,
Right.
oh my God, what's next?
Right.
So,
And that was a big leap for you, I'm sure.
yeah, so this helped. It really did because it's something positive. It makes you feel good, and it is unconditional love. And then you
Right.
get to see them rescued with their new home. It does. It kind of
Yeah.
keeps you going. So I totally agree. I mean, this dog in particular has done a lot for me. She's just such a little love. Just to, again, see, that's her heart cough. So that's actually part of the heart problem.
Aw.
So there's an education. If your dog starts coughing like that, get them checked out. That actually
That's a
could be
good
an
point.
indicator of a heart problem.
I like how she has the lopsided lick. She just kind of, her tongue goes,
Oh, and then this one's tongue goes the other way. So like,
oh, they're both so cute.
Yeah.
but yeah, I think to your point, they do tend to save you a lot. I do.
Well, and you remember when last time we talked about being near the ocean and
Yep.
how much life that sort of breathes back into you.
Yep.
Having even a senior dog, especially, I think is an even closer way to do it because now you're actually connecting one soul to another.
Yes.
There's a and knowing that they have their own special needs as well, that you can help them meet because they may not have a voice. You're helping them have a voice. You will learn things about yourself, and there will be enhancements about your own personality that will come of the experience.
Absolutely.
Highly recommended.
I'm all
Absolutely.
jinx. One of the things that's kind of tough, I know I'm like, do I want to go there? Yeah, I'll go there. Is that they're elderly dogs, so when you have to say goodbye, that is so tough.
It is.
But at the same time, you've given them extra unconditional opportunities to kind of
Absolutely.
be even more of a blessing.
Well, and if you think about some of these dogs, all their life they may not have gotten that love. All their life they've been
That's true.
mistreated, bred over and over and over again,
Yeah.
left in backyards, just yelled at, kicked, whatever. And so even if you give them 4 years, those are the best 4 years that they need.
Oh, he's done great.
Don't cry. But you know what I mean? So 3 years, even a month. I mean, even when just that little bit of love, because dogs live in the moment.
That's right.
And so
That's true.
you're giving them these new moments where like life's great.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me about a heartfelt story of a dog you rescued that you could tell kind of had it hard and you kind of...
I know exactly which
Oh.
one.
Oh,
So-
no,
I know
I'm
where-
gonna
No, not
go
that one.
there.
No,
There's
you're
down
I'm
with
gonna go there.
No, so there was a dog named Oso, and he
like
was
that.
a like a Pomeranian mix. He was a really big dog, and the picture I got from our rescue president was this really sad, matted dog in a backyard, hunched in a corner by this dirty pool, like baby pool, black water. And it was this is gonna be an owner surrender. We've talked them into giving us this dog. Oso had no eyes. So you put this dog in a backyard. He was born with no eyes. He can't see. He was just so broken. So I went and got Oso at the vet hospital after he got vetted and everything. And I was expecting a little Pomeranian. It's a big dog.
Like
which was fun.
15...
He was about like a 20-pounder. So
Oh, wow.
I guess there's Pomeranians that are bigger.
Yeah.
German Spitz, they're called, and I
Okay.
think that's what he was.
Okay.
Okay.
He flourished within like a month. Like all of a sudden, the sad thing of dog that I saw in the pictures was no longer. Like he was dancing, and
Oh.
the blindness didn't stop him.
Yeah.
Thankfully, a really good friend of mine adopted him.
That's
So hey,
cool.
Cheryl, if you're watching, hi Oso. He's now named Taz.
Yeah.
And the reason is
I know,
because
Spaz.
he's blind.
Yeah.
He goes in circles.
Yes.
So it's Taz. But
Yes.
yes. But he's
Sorry,
in
I
the
couldn't
best home
resist.
ever. Yes, that's him though. That's how. Imagine that. That was him every day. But that was one of the best ones. And obviously, this other story I told you guys about was which is our airport puppy.
Yep.
That was very sad, and he is.
Well,
in
tell
a
us
great
about the
home.
airport
Yeah,
puppy if
we gotta
anyone
hear
doesn't
this.
We got to
know.
hear this one.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because you mentioned this made the
This made-
rescue
okay,
famous.
This made the rescue famous. It did, and it helped a lot. So little Chewy was left in a bathroom with a note
Oh,
from his
not
owner.
Chewy.
Chewy
In the
yes.
bathroom.
So
at the
his
airport?
owner left this note, and it said her boyfriend had beaten her up, and he had kicked the dog in the head. He needs help. I can't get him on the plane. So she abandoned the dog in the bathroom.
Jesus Christ, people.
But to her, I kind of give her credit because I think she just had to get the hell out.
Oh.
Right.
So we give her credit. You know what? You did what you had to do. But next time, call a rescue, call the police, call somebody because
Don't
somebody
just
would have
leave it in
stepped
the
up.
bathroom.
Thank God he was found. So we took him in.
Hi.
Thankfully, no permanent damage. He was just a tiny little 1-pounder,
Oh
little
my.
3-month puppy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I fostered him. He has a wonderful home now. I babysit him a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, I see him all the time. I just saw him a couple weeks ago, actually.
That's
so,
great.
but he's
love
another
that.
great story. But he really made national news, and so it helped kind of highlight the domestic violence aspect of things because pets do
They
get
suffer
picked
as
on.
well.
They do because the abuser is going to hurt you by hurting what you love most,
Yep.
and it's going to be your dog. So
That's
did
why
well.
they have like the safe nest.
Yeah, well, they have Noah's Animal House attached to, and I can't think of the shelter for women, Shade Tree. So
No.
there's Shade Tree Shelter, there's Noah's Animal House, which is a shelter for women's pets.
Yep.
Oh,
Because a
that's
lot of women
terrific.
won't leave because of their animals.
Well, yeah.
and
that's cool.
because they're scared. They're scared he's going to hurt them. And in the case of Chewy, he did get hurt. So, but there are a lot of resources. I know we personally do get messages from women, and we will help. I mean, if you can't handle your dog, we will try to help.
And who should they get a hold of, or who should they call? Phone number?
They can private message us on Facebook, or again, our website and the contact us, or our emails. It's cmdrfoster@yahoo.com.
cmdrfoster@yahoo.com.
Now, does your website also have links to some of these other resources, like the rescue you were just talking about, or the place that holds?
We don't necessarily have the links, but it's actually a good idea.
Okay.
But you know, we are able to. Yeah, ideas. We are able to guide them if we
Okay.
need to. But yeah, absolutely, we will help. I mean, we understand that. Cute.
She's like, this mic, and Danny
She's
would
like-
hate that. Don't lick the mic. Danny is not going to be happy
I'm
with
just
that.
cleaning it.
Should have put peanut butter on it.
No, there's a mark right there. I just got to get it off.
This would quickly become a different show if you
Yeah.
put peanut butter on there.
That would be funny.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You like that fuzzy screen when you were little.
Don't listen to him, Daisy. Don't listen to
Cover
him.
your eyes, girls.
Yeah.
But I'm telling everyone out there, please go check out Connie and Miller's Dog Rescue. They're just a wonderful organization. They help so many people's lives. If you're interested in being a foster parent, definitely reach them out that way. Or just take a look at the fur babies that they have if interested, if you're wanting to maybe adopt 1 or 2 or 3 or 4.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all for it. If you want
Yes.
to foster and adopt. Or we even do a foster to adopt. So
wow.
if you're interested in a dog and you're just not so sure, I mean, you could always foster that dog
That's true.
and then make your decision after. So
I love that.
yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it, but we do need a lot of fosters. We have dogs in boarding. I'm picking up one today. I'm at my limit, but I'm picking up a 4-pound toy poodle named Haas.
Oh,
So if you guys want to look on our Facebook, he is adorable. Let
I'm
me know if
almost
you wanna
like,
be-
oh gosh.
I'm gonna
no.
show you pictures.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
No, I
It's
have
like,
to
no,
just,
I better
have to
not
keep
do it.
looking at her cast and say, nope.
But he's only 4 pounds.
No, no. Daisy broke her other leg the other day, so
What?
yeah, just jumping off the bed.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this dog is resilient. You would think that with 2 casts she wouldn't be able to walk, and I hope the vet isn't listening, but when I was making my coffee this morning, running up the stairs, jumped into bed with her 2 casts on, I run upstairs, I go to Jean, and I'm like, I'm done! This dog? I can't keep up with this thing. I know. I'm at my wit's end. It's okay.
She learned from you. What are you talking about?
I'm learning from this dog, like how much patience it takes.
Yeah, that's a tough injury.
Yeah, Min Pin, I had no idea how high wired these dogs
yeah,
were.
they're good.
Had no idea. But let's talk about Mooch's Munchies. Are there any specials of the week? Any special treats that Kelly's whipping up in her Moochie kitchen?
There are actually Muddy Bones and Muddy Paws are
Ooh.
the big hit of the week this week, and we make them with PB Fit peanut butter powder.
Love it.
And toasted carob, so doggies can get the taste of cocoa without the theobromine and chocolate that will hurt them.
Nice.
So
That's
who would have
cool.
known that carob was okay for dogs? But that is our big cookie of the week.
Love it. And you're
Yes.
always at First Friday, which is
Yes.
awesome. And everyone needs to go by your guys' store and go check it out.
You know, we're off of 95 and South Rainbow Boulevard, 101 South Rainbow Boulevard, Suite 16. You can come see me, Casey the Cookie Dude. I'm usually there, and so is Kelly the Cookie Lady. She's there right now, baking away.
Yes, I love it. Free samples. Got to try it. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're watching. I'm going to see if Rick from Bart Gallery is here, and we'll be back. So stay tuned. You're watching the Itsy Bitsy Pet Show on WCOBM.TV.